Hello, 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 hello. Hi, everyone. Good evening, good night, and good morning, depending on your time zone. My name is Anne, in case we haven't met. And this evening, I am here. It's evening here. By the way, I'm in Massachusetts, USA. The time here for me is 5:54 p.m. Eastern Time. So, good evening. Yes, so I have an interview this evening with my coach or our coach for our online business. This page is for an online business. We are doing an amazing business. We have a beautiful coach, very supportive. Guys, I want to tell you something. The interview we are doing tonight or this time has been long, long waited for. And here we come to you from wherever you are. I want to bring our beautiful coach to you and we hear more about her. Kindly, Georgia, would you please introduce yourself?
Thank you so much. You are so sweet. For sure, for sure. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a coach, president, CEO. I started this business about 5.5 years ago, a little over 5.5 years ago. I have 5 children, and they're my big why. And I'm Canadian and American. I was born in the USA, New Jersey, Nutley, New Jersey. I wonder if there's any of my Jersey people watching. Okay. And because my mom was American, my dad was Canadian, and I kind of grew up in Toronto, Ontario. Okay. And we went pretty much was in Toronto, Vancouver area, Kamloops, BC. And yeah, so I pretty much grew up in Canada after the first 10 years. We went back and forth to the US. And then finally, when I hit about 11, 12, we remained in Canada. And when I got older, I just had a love for British Columbia, Canada, and I lived. That's where I lived for the last 12 years before I came to Spain. So I was living in Kamloops, BC, for about 11 years, and then I found this business. Okay, I hit it very big about 5.5 years ago, and then I moved into an incredible home in West Kelowna, BC, 2 years ago. And since the last year, I've been here in Barcelona, Spain, because of this business and just, all the dreams I have for my children. And they're in soccer, pro soccer he's training for, and my daughter's in art. And all my little ones are in dance and art and rugby, soon to get him in soccer too, because he has a really good kick. I'm like, maybe I put this kid in the wrong, that's my daughter there, Meadow. Anyhow, we're living our dreams, and I love it. I love it. I come from a European background, and I've never been to Europe, and I've been here since a year now, and I'm loving it. And I have my business on the go. I just went to a big event in London with all our business partners, so it's been an incredible ride. So I hope I introduced myself good enough.
Good. Yeah, that's a good introduction. Thank you. I've had I've known you, but now I know a little bit more about you. Like you've been here, so you started in the US. Now you're Canadian. You're in Barcelona. You're here. You're there. Thank you so much for that because I know there are a couple of people they've been seeing you and they don't know where you are. And that's great. Thank you very much. Actually, I want to thank you so much, Georgia, for just agreeing to get here with me today or tonight. It's such a great opportunity. Yeah, that's so awesome. Another question I would like to ask is how did you come across this business?
Okay. Well, thank you. God bless you. So I was in Kamloops, BC, and the person that I was with at the time, he was working at a car dealership. So this is a little history of how I found this business.
Mhm,
He was working at a car dealership, and there's the bosses owned two car dealerships.
mhm,
So on the other side of the car dealership was a guy that he was friends with. Every so often, he would talk with him.
mhm.
So I was helping him on social media to advertise. Okay, I was helping him to advertise
Yeah.
his business. Well,
Mhm,
his to literally have cars for sale. So I would go on Facebook and put these cars for sale for him on his Facebook and try to
Mm,
help him, like as a little housewife, right? Because at this time I wasn't working. My business plunged downhill. When I moved from Toronto, Ontario to Kamloops, BC, I was
mm,
living off of savings and child tax benefits. And I literally became wrapped up in debt and everything. So long story short, I'm trying to help them get sales in.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now at this point, I see this person who I know he's friends with because I see him ever so often at the car dealership. I
Mhm,
see him posting about this business
mm,
and just a normal post. He's saying, if you're interested in earning like an extra little bit of money, I can show you how. So I'm like, what is he talking about? And I know him. He's just a normal guy, average guy, salesperson at this car dealership. I'm like, okay. I message him. I'm like, what is this? Okay, I go on my account now and message him on my account.
yeah.
I'm like, what is this? Tell me what this is about. He's like, watch my free workshop. So I watch it. I watched a replay. And then I'm like, okay. So then I'm telling my ex-husband, well, he's my husband at the time, I'm telling him, like, look. He's like, no, it's a scam. I'm like, and then I show him, now it's live and he's on there. This guy's on there on the workshop. I'm like, look, he's on here.
Mhm.
Still didn't believe, still not interested. But I went and I signed up. I didn't care what he had to say. I'm like, I'm gonna sign up. I signed up and the rest was history. I met my incredible coaches, Paul and Helena. I love them. They're like my mom and dad. They lived in Summerlin. They still live in Summerlin, and which was only about, an hour away from Kamloops. So I was like, oh wow, real people. I was so
Mhm.
impressed with the products. They're so good for you. My mom and dad passed away from cancer, and then these products I know are so good for you. They're health conscious and they're very high end medical grade products. So
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my goodness, like before I start this business, I'm like, I'm all into this.
Mhm.
And then just talking with them, going over everything, I was like, boom, I'm in. Like, why haven't I seen this before? And that's how I found business. So,
Awesome. Very good. Yeah. I would relate with that because the way I also came across this business, I was on YouTube, just my daily thing, listening to music. I was just listening to music, and then a video came with a person I didn't know, but she's from country. She was from my country, and I'm from Kenya, and she talked there about the business. I'm like, really? A business? What is she talking about? Skepticism right there. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think this kind of a thing can work. And that time I had already started thinking, what else can I do along with my full-time job? Because I was doing like 3 jobs, like really working hard because, of course, with the obligations I have, to help my family. I got my children, I got my parents, taking care of them back in Africa. I was like, oh my God, how long can I do this? I don't want to do this for forever. Can I do something to become my own boss? And how do I do this? So when the lady talked on the video, I was like, and instead of skipping, I say, let me just tap this and see what she's talking about.
yeah,
That's how I also joined the business by just, and of course, I was skeptical because after registering, I kept watching the videos, the webinars again and again, trying to look because online, really, I agree. People are skeptical because there's so much going on out there.
yeah.
So you'd have to see it and trust and take a leap of faith. So here we are after taking the leap of faith. We thank God we are here today. And thank you for that. So I would ask you the last question. What would you say that this business have impacted your life?
Oh my goodness, there's so
Yeah,
many things that
I
this
know at
business.
least 3 things, not 10. I know you got 10, 20, just three major.
Number one, it has given me my time back with my children.
Sure.
Um, yeah, because when I had my business in Toronto, Ontario,
Mhm.
and then I moved it to Kamloops, BC, I did not have time for my children. So when
Mhm.
I had a business, it was in an office place. It was not
Yeah.
online. So I would leave my children with nannies. Over the years, I've probably had like 7 or 8 nannies. A lot of times you get people who are foreigners and they're going back and forth to school, or they're leaving the country, they don't have the proper papers, or they're just part-time. I was
Yeah.
like, I went to so many nannies, and then I also didn't want my kids to get close to people, and then they're leaving, and then one was abusive to my daughter. I was like, she hurt
Mm,
her arm. I was like, no. And so all these things, and I just couldn't cook for them the way I wanted to. I couldn't teach them the way I wanted to. I didn't have the time. I didn't have the time. And yeah, so the fact that I gained my time back with my children, that was crazy. And the anxiety and all of the feelings, everything that I went through, and it wasn't even worth it anymore. It wasn't worth it for the money I was making. And obviously, the second one is financial freedom. First one is my children time freedom. Second one is financial freedom because, yeah, I used to make really good money with my business, but I didn't have time freedom. It wasn't hand in hand. I had to be there physically.
mhm,
And to be honest with you, I make a lot more money with this business.
definitely.
Like we make very high commissions and we also get very high bonuses. Like I make money from all ends. You know that, Anne, the
Oh, yeah.
company, I got two companies and she's in the same business. So financial freedom. And I think the third one, I am a travel junkie. Like I've been all over the world. My traveling,
Yeah.
I love to travel the world, and it's so funny because I relaunched our other company, and it's to do with traveling. And I was telling our leader, I was like, the funniest thing is I've been saving all these things and sharing all these stories about where I want to go, what I want to do. I have like on my phone, I have an like a vision board on my phone in my notes,
Mhm.
and it's called Life 2025. And I have myself in Paris. I have like a beautiful woman in Paris looking at the Eiffel Tower, right? In
Mm.
a certain spot. And then I have also um, all these beautiful places. You don't even understand, by the coast, everything, even on my website. Okay, to do with this business, I have like on the coast all these umbrellas. This is exactly how it looks where I am in Barcelona. Every time I go to the beach, I'm like, it's
Wow.
exactly on my website. All
Yeah.
the umbrellas on the coast.
Mhm.
I've been to, so obviously I've been all over the States and Canada. I took many trips too in Canada. When I moved to Kelowna. I've been to all over Kelowna, Vancouver. Um, we've been all over these small little cities. Anybody who's Canadian knows what I'm going to be talking about. So Cultus Lake, we traveled around there, just all over these beautiful little hidden gems. We went hiking. We was Well Grace Falls, all these hidden little gems. Lots of traveling with my children, lots of hiking, lots of waterfalls, lots of beauty. Okay, and then here I went to Toronto. I went to visit my family in Toronto
Mhm.
before I came to Spain. We had a big, huge, get together with my family. We stood there, rented a beautiful condo with my children, stood there for a couple weeks, then came here to Barcelona, Spain. And I've been here since over a year, which is absolutely incredible. And
Mhm.
then now coming here, me and my kids, first I went to Rome. I had a big event in Rome. And
Wow.
then after we went all over, we took a cruise, me and my children, for my twins' birthday and my son's 15th birthday. We
Mhm.
went to, first we went to Milan. Actually, we spent a couple days in Milan. Oh my God.
Wow.
I can't even tell you what it was like there. That
Hmm.
was in Italy, Milan. Oh, the people, the food, the monuments, the buildings. These
Mhm.
huge buildings that were now like Chanel and like Gucci buildings. And it was just like, it
Wow.
was unbelievable. The Duomo Church. Oh, oh my goodness. Then after that, we went to Savona, Italy by the coast. We took our cruise. We went all over Marseilles, France. We visited the big cathedral there. Uh, we went. It's the Notre Dame Cathedral in Marseilles, France. Then we boarded and we hit into Barcelona, Spain. The beauty, what we seen, and then we went to Paris. I keep going. And then we went to Paris. I took that picture. I took the picture
Wow.
in front of the Eiffel Tower, just like the girl I had in there. And then I went like this. Took it. You gotta go on my profile. And then, because I took them for Christmas and my daughter's birthday, because she turned 6 in January. Well, she turned 9 in January. Her birthday's like January 6th. And then after that, I went to London, UK. I took my whole family, and it was the blast. London, UK is so underrated. Believe me, the food, the people, the monuments, the luxury, the beauty, the good-looking women and men, how they dress. It was just crazy. The English accents, ah, it was a dream. It was a dream, and it's multicultural.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought if I would go to London, England, it would only be English people. So multicultural, so wonderful. The food, the different foods from all different countries. Okay, it was so fun. I drove on the right-hand side. I rented a vehicle. It was fun.
Yeah, I saw some photos.
I
Yeah.
went, yeah, I went to the castle, the Queen's Castle, where she resides still to the, well, her royal family resides still to this day.
Mm.
I'm Canadian. England is a big thing for us because we are ruled over by the Queen, which is now the King. You know, it's a big deal for us. So I had that experience, right? So traveling is my thing. So freedom, time freedom, financial freedom, and the ability to travel the world actually pricing for free. So
Yep.
yeah, that's it.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. I can't believe it. It's like, wow, wow, wow. That's great. You're living the life. This is the life we want. Wow. I said it was the third question, but I want to ask, how long have you been in the business? Like, I know you said, and maybe somebody didn't hear it. You say it's what, 5 years now? 6?
5.5 years. In November, it will be 6 years.
6 years. You
In
see,
November, it'll be 6 years.
you can
Yeah.
spend 6 years to live a dream life like this. Why not?
Oh, let me tell you, it only took me about a year and a couple months
Yeah,
to get to where
yeah.
I needed to be. Financial freedom. I paid off 30,000 of debt. I moved from a $400,000 house to a $3 million home in West Kelowna, BC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, purchase a new vehicle, cash. It only took me about a year and a couple months, and then I just kept building, growing, moving.
Yeah.
You know, I always want to excel. I don't want to sit still. You know,
Mm,
and because I have these 5 little human beings to bring up, and then I coach and mentor hundreds of people all around the world. We're
mm.
always growing, right?
Wow. Wow. Well, why I'm asking that is because people spend so many years working for an employer, because they put the food on our tables, but people don't think about how you can build your own empire, because if you build your own business, it can take you a year, 2 years. I mentioned this again and again, but sometimes people don't want to put that little time to their own businesses to get their dream come true. I wish we could all get into it, because once you decide to start your own business, that's the best thing ever, because it's your business. It's your business. Just run it. And within the 5 years, within the 1 year, within the 2 years, you get there. So, yeah, I wish we could all, most people can take a leap of faith and be their own bosses, because that's the best thing ever. So I thank God we started this business. I am so glad I'm here. Thank you so much for being there, coach. You're so helpful, so supportive. I just wonder how you do this, because you're just a call away, a text away. You're doing great, and you have a great team. You have managed to put us together. You've knitted us together. We are one, and we are all succeeded together. That's great. You're God given to us. I thank God every day for you, because I see this as a divine connection to meet you here, and you are able to, nurture us slowly by slowly. We thank God. So yeah, maybe you give the last advice to whoever might be out there and would like to do this kind of a business. Any advice?
Well, thank you for your kind words. I feel the same way about you. I love you. And I want to thank you for your trust. I want to thank you for always showing up for your business. I want to thank you for being consistent and pushing forward, even if some days are not so good. But some days are great. Most days, okay, you're doing absolutely incredible. Thank you for your kind words. And if anybody's watching right now, just think about it. I was in your spot 5.5 years ago, I did not hesitate. The difference between me and you is I did not hesitate when I seen this opportunity. I knew it was real. I knew the person who I seen this. If you see this on a page, if you see this on my page and you know me, or you've been following me, or you've been following some of my business partners that you see this on their page, it means that I coached them. We're real. This ain't going nowhere. We're growing at an exponential rate. One of our companies just hit $205 million net worth in just 7 short years. We're on our 8th year now, and we are continuously growing. I'm top sales in the whole entire company, and my team has hit top sales too last month, which I was absolutely incredible because I kept hitting it, and then I was like, boom, the team got awarded. So I was shown as, look, your team hit top sales. You know how amazing that makes me feel? Okay, that's just like watching my children, get their score in soccer, or like watching them walk. Don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, you're going to miss your calling. You're going to miss your opportunities. Okay? Those who wait, those who continue to, you know, procrastinate about getting something done like this, you're always going to be in the same position. You're not going to grow. Comfort is the dream killer. Comfort is will kill you, will kill your dreams. Don't let them dangle that paycheck over your head and think that everything's okay, because you are not going to like literally excel in that job. What are they going to give you, an extra couple of dollars? Even I was just seeing the government. Oh, shame, shame, shame. I'm going to even say it live. I was seeing that our Canadian government wants to, um, take more money from the people who are more wealthier. Okay, with taxes, and the people who are not as wealthy, same tax, but and I was thinking, shame on him. Why doesn't he teach us how to succeed and be wealthy instead of bashing the people who are wealthy? The thing is that a lot of people in the world, and a lot of prime ministers, or that's what he is, prime minister, or people that are ruling over countries and everything, they want people to think that they can't do what they're doing, or they can't do what the wealthy are doing. Instead of shaming the wealthy, why don't you teach the mediocre, the poor, or the just making ends meet people the secret sauce to success? Why don't you teach us? Why don't you feed us the knowledge? They're keeping that from us. I have that knowledge to help you succeed. Instead of bashing those who are wealthy and saying the rich get richer, the poor get poor. No, no, stand up the poor. Stand up the middle class. Stand up the ones who are living paycheck to paycheck. Step out and say, I'm going to excel just like that billionaire, just like that millionaire. I can do it. Okay, the only thing that's keeping you from not succeeding, okay, is not taking a step forward and following your dreams. And the people who are sitting behind him and they're like, yeah, 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 I'm thinking, hey, if you're poor, if you're mediocre, why don't you do what the billionaires do and take a step forward and fill your dream? Why don't you take a step forward and go towards making yourself successful? Don't be scared. Don't belittle yourself. You could do what I'm doing. You could do what anybody's doing who's successful. Okay, don't let the governments, don't let the people around you, don't let the society think you can't do what we're doing. Jump out of your comfort zone and start earning online with us. We'll take care of you. We'll help you. Okay, but the only variable is you. You have to show up to your business. You have to post. You have to put your business out there. You have to advertise. You have to do what we show you. You have to go through the training. Okay, don't be jealous upon the rich. Don't be jealous upon who's succeeding. Don't think that you can't do what they're doing. Okay, there's nothing special about me except that I'm a hard worker. Okay, there's nothing special about doing what I'm doing. It's just I put my hard work into it. I think we're all special, yes, but at the end of the day, there's nothing spectacular that I'm doing except every day taking steps towards my success. If you're going to sleep on your dreams, if you're not going to follow the opportunity, if you're not going to do what you have to do, then you're not going to succeed. Okay, if you jump out of your comfort zone, if you take a step today and you watch my free workshop, if you message us, if you want to jump out and make a change in your life, and not be in the same situation, not be broke, not be paycheck to paycheck. You have to take the leap of faith. Otherwise, you're going to follow the same path, the same steps as all of your, past relatives, and, work hard, and, you just pay your rent. And no, it's not like that no more. We're dealing with the online world. People are getting rich every day, becoming millionaires from the online world. Why don't you become the next millionaire? Do you think that you're capable of becoming the next millionaire? You are, and you will. All you have to do is take a step, take a leap of faith, and literally believe in yourself. That's the first thing you have to do, because if you come into this business right now and you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to succeed. I don't care who tells you different. If they tell you, oh, well, the business is great, you're going to succeed even if you don't believe. No, no, no. You have to believe in yourself. Because that's the only way you're going to attract your success in your business. You have to get up and show up. You have to make sacrifices. You have to say no to partying. You have to say no to drinking with your buddies. You have to say no to spending all your money on the weekends. Forget about that. You hate your construction job. You hate your nursing job. You hate your career. All right. Put away all the outings, all the little things that you do to get away from that miserable thoughts, and put your energy into this business and grow it to the top, and leave that 9 to 5 and travel the world like me and make some good money and follow your dreams, because at the end of the day, you will literally die with your dreams. And I'm not saying passing away on this earth. Your fire will burn out in you. You know how many friends I have, lovely friends, and I see the fire burning out in them. And there's nothing I can do for them. They're just settling. Fire's gone. They're settling. Don't settle. Do not settle, because you're gonna have so many regrets. You deserve more. We're worth more. We're meant to live our life. We're meant to eat healthy, be happy, work on ourselves. Okay, be with our family. The system's lying to you. Okay, wake up, wake up. We have what you're looking for. Okay, so I love you all, and I'm really happy to be here. And I know that what I'm doing right now, anybody can do. And I'm going to be happy to bring you into our beautiful community, our team, and coach you to success. So thank you so much for this opportunity. If anybody wants more information, just click on the link below above, add your name and your email, watch my free workshop, or message us privately, and I'll fill you in with all the details about this business. We'll even hop on a Zoom. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And is there anything else you have to say?
Oh, no, thank you. Mine is just to appreciate you, and anybody who will be able to watch this video, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just do that. Put your name and email right there on the link. We're going to put our links, and come join. Come check it out. Don't be left out. Don't procrastinate. Tomorrow, you never know. Do it today. That's the best way. Otherwise, if you wait for tomorrow, the fire might be down. Do it when the fire is still burning. And that's about it. Thank you, guys. Love you. Mwah. Thank you, Coach. Bye.
Bye, everyone.